What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Cabaret Voltaire, and we're returning to C.O.D.E. 1987. Thank you again to Stan. And the next track is White Car, which certainly gives us a visual. I suspect there is more to the story, and maybe even there's some figurative meaning. Obviously, when you get into the realm of colors, they can convey more than just a visual hue. Often when people talk about blue, it can be sadness, though it can also be purity, or the open blue sky, which can be possibility, or the freedom that comes with it. So I'm not sure what to make of white. Sometimes it's used in relation to purity or the absence of something which has colored it in a way of complication or complexity. But yes, I'll see what I can pick up on a first listen, and who knows, maybe it's just literally a white car in the background of a story. This is Cabaret Voltaire, the track is White Car, and it's from the 1987 album C.O.D.E. A shorter one, I say like 3 minutes. In fact, under that, like 2:45. So, like, that phrase that follows white car, at first I was like, oh, it's back home, wait, no, it's black home, wait, no, it's black coat. Like, I couldn't figure out what the phrasing of that was. If it is black, which I'm leaning toward rather than just back, and I even thought it was like black comb, but yeah, it feels like there's a contrast, a white car and a black something, a coat, a home. But yeah, like come with me made me think maybe it is back home, because that, you know, that is a distance you can travel, or a destination you can travel to. But I do think there's some contrast happening here, and talking about like when the cracks begin to show, I was thinking something that is no longer perfectly pure or intact, and again, white can sometimes refer to purity. So I don't know, like, if the white car is literally just a mode of conveyance, or if there is some metaphor happening here. But I enjoy the funkiness of the tune. Again, it's another, like, synth funk, a bit less industrial, but not entirely without it. and definitely there's some, sampled or like fragmented and rhythmically repeated vocals, and there's that little like this little scurrying synth sound which almost had a bit of a brass feel to it, and there was that like tension string and those like pad key chord, lower pad key chord, and then a little synth flourish. There were some nice rhythms in there, and indeed it was like very energetic and rhythmic, but definitely in a funky sort of way. So yeah, again, I get it. People mention like this is different from some of the stuff they did before, and perhaps I'll go through that as I can in the future. I do have, I think, one more album sent by Stan, so we'll do that next. But either way, we'll try to go through as much of their catalog as we can. But at this point, it really seems like funky, electronic, industrial, alternative synth pop is what's happening here. And again, with some like rhythmic elements that are almost kind of reminiscent of like turntablism and hip hop or trip hop, but it's not quite that either. It's more like sampling in a sort of rhythmic, funky nature. But yeah, I look forward to any insight on the lyrics, because obviously I just couldn't discern a couple crucial words, and that leaves my interpretation a bit, underdeveloped. Nevertheless, I do really appreciate going through this band that I've heard of for a long time, but never really had any instance, never had any inclination, or not inclination, because that would describe desire. Never had a sense of what they actually sounded like. I'll get my brain and my mouth to work eventually. Nevertheless, I do appreciate Stan for sending them. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.